So, a couple months ago, we made a video about dating over our 50s and all the red flags associated with it. Well, I've been sitting here thinking, why does everything have to be negative and why do we have to only look for the red flags? Why can't we look for the green flags? And we should be looking for the green flags along with the red flags. And now we know what the red flags are because we've been there enough times. But what are the green flags? Do we ever discuss the green flags, the good part of the dating, and what we should be looking for? So, because we have all seen enough red flags to decorate a whole parade, haven't we now? But what about the green ones? The good signs, the ones that say, finally, this person might actually be emotionally available and mature. How great would that be? Because let's be honest, after 50, we're not looking for chaos anymore. We're not looking for those butterflies in our stomach. We're looking for peace. We're looking for stability. So if you've ever found yourself thinking, why do I keep attracting the same kind of man? This video is for you. It's your reset button. And today, I'm sharing 10 green flags of dating over 50. The signs that show you're dealing with a grown, healed, emotionally stable partner. So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's talk about the kind of love that feels calm, not confusing. How great is that? You can tell right away when someone's done the inner work. They don't bash their ex, they don't play the victim, because let's face it, for me, when there's a breakup, it takes two to tango. It's never only one person's fault. We all have some kind of blame in it. Maybe one partner has more and the other less. But like I said, it takes two to tango. So instead of saying my partner's crazy or bashing the partner, they might say something like, I learned a lot from that relationship. And I realized I wasn't communicating well back then. That, my friends, is a green flag. Because anyone can talk about love, but not everyone has healed enough to take accountability. If they can reflect without bitterness, that means they've looked in the mirror and done the work. This one is huge. Consistency is the love language of emotionally healthy adults. They don't say, I'll call you tomorrow and then disappear for 3 days. They don't make you guess where you stand. When they say they'll call, they call. When they make plans, they follow through. No performance, no pretending, just steady, calm energy that makes your nervous system relax. So ask yourself this. Does this person make you feel anxious or peaceful? If it's peaceful, that's your green light. After 50, communication is everything. You've got no time for guessing games, decoding texts, or wondering, what does this mean? What did he mean by that? What did she mean by that? If someone's emotionally mature, they'll tell you where they stand. They'll say things like, I really enjoy spending time with you. I'm looking for something meaningful, but I want to take my time. That's honesty. That's clarity. That's maturity. And that right there is a green flag that screams, I'm emotionally available. There's really a difference between being open and being desperate. Emotionally available people can share how they feel without oversharing. They can connect deeply, but they don't cling. They'll say, I enjoy being with you, but I also value my space because we should all value our space. That's not rejection. That's just emotional balance. And we all need that at every age, but especially at this age. Because at this age, the healthiest relationships happen when two whole people choose to walk side by side, not when one is trying to fill the other's emptiness. Now, this one's big. Because let's face it, at our age, we're not just dating a person, we're dating their life choices. A green flag partner has some form of stability, emotional, financial, and lifestyle. They're not looking for a rescuer, a roommate, or a retirement plan. Hopefully, they have all that set up. They're responsible, they're balanced, and grounded. They don't talk about get-rich schemes or depend on you to clean up their chaos. They've built their own peace, and they're inviting you to share it. Boundaries are sexy, period. When you say, I'm not ready, and they say, I understand, that's emotional safety. A grown, healed partner won't guilt trip you or make you feel like you owe them something. They honor your space because they respect your personhood. That's when dating starts to feel peaceful, like you can breathe again. This one might seem small, but it's everything. Watch now how they treat waiters, service staff, even their exes. If they're kind when nobody's watching, you're seeing their true character. Kindness without an agenda is a massive, massive green flag because love without empathy doesn't last. A mature, grounded person knows that connection takes time. They're not saying, I love you on the second date or planning your future before you've had a second coffee. Instead, they'll say, let's take our time. I like getting to know you. And that's how trust grows, not through speed, but through consistency. Because after 50, we don't chase chemistry. We build a connection. Chemistry gets you started, but compatibility keeps you together. At this age, you want alignment, shared values, similar life peace, complementary lifestyles. If you love quiet moments and they live for nightlife, that's not a green flag. That's a mismatch. But when you both want the same kind of peace, partnership, and pace, that's when love actually works. The biggest green flag of all, I think, is when you feel safe. No butterflies, no confusion, not highs and lows, just peace. A calm, an inner peace inside you. You can breathe. You can be yourself. You could be your silly self. You could be your crazy self. You could be your quiet self, but yourself. They notice your moves, your tone, your energy, and they respond with care, not criticism. They don't need to fix you. They simply hold space for you. That's emotional maturity. That's love after 50. Unfortunately, that should be love always, but we don't learn until we're older. Here's the truth. When you've been through heartbreak, it's really easy to focus only on avoiding pain. But love after 50 isn't about fear. It's about discernment. Start looking for alignment instead of perfection because nobody's perfect. Look for calm, not chaos. Look for the one whose presence feels like home because after everything you've survived, you deserve that kind of peace. So if this video spoke to your heart or you found some value in these green flags, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend who's out there dating again. This helps the channel's algorithm. It helps me keep going so I can bring you videos every single week. And drop a green heart in the comments if you're ready to say yes to green flags from now on. And remember, you are not too old, you are not too late, or too broken. You're just getting started on your peaceful chapter, our chapter 2. And it's going to be the sweetest chapter of our whole life. So until next time, be the best you could be. Look out for those green flags. Have the time of your life and be peaceful and happy. And I will see you in the next one.